All right, lazy jobs. Who doesn't like a good old lazy job where you don't have to really do that much work and you get paid a ton of money? So if you're looking for some ways to find a job where you have to do very minimal things and you can still get paid some money, this might be the video for you. Let's get straight into it.
If you want a lazy job, here are the 4 places you do want to work at. Starting with number 4, the corporate side of finance. Promotions and bonuses are pretty much guaranteed. It's easy to fly under the radar, your role is very structured, and you have a massive team to rely on. Number 3, the administrative side of academia. It's administrative, it's easy work, and it's low pressure. Number 2 is a popular one in the comments and so real. Government jobs. I've tried to break into government so many times and never landed the job. You know why? It's so good, no one wants to leave. Max level career security, notoriously slow pace, so no pressure to get things done quickly, and a lot of government positions now offer remote and hybrid. And lastly, the ultimate lazy job. Government funded positions. Not government specifically, but a regular company where the role is government funded. These roles are never essential to a company. They were only recently created because they just got extra money. They're usually support roles where they're making it work for you as you go. I've worked 3 at this point and they were all completely remote, a couple hours of work a week, and super flexible. Just search for the programs in your area, but here are a couple in Canada.
Yeah, so the government jobs, y'all, though they're hard, they're super hard to find. But once you get in them, the jobs are not too terrible. I mean, it just depends on what space that you're working in those government jobs. I don't know about security though. The world's been a lot of government jobs been getting laid off as of recently. But most of the jobs that she mentioned on here is like more remote jobs, stuff that you can do from like your house. Most of those jobs, like you get the space of working in your own environment, and also you get to work at your own pace. And then a lot of these jobs she mentioned are secure. So as long as you get your stuff done and you're working at your own pace, you're pretty much secure. You're secure. You're good to go. You don't have to really worry about a lot of things. And she mentioned some great things. If you can secure a government job, which they're super hard to get, but the longevity and the job security is really, really nice once you actually find the jobs, But yeah, so she has some really good pointers in that video.
The top 3 best jobs for lazy people. Number 3 is a virtual assistant. You can get away with so much being a virtual assistant. Like somebody be like, hey, can you file these for me? And be like, I'm not there. It's virtual. Can, maybe answer a couple emails and that's about it. Hop on Zoom now and then. Perfect for a lazy person. I mean, who wants to get out of bed? Number 2 is, what do we got here? A blogger. And first of all, I want to know how somebody gets a job as a blogger without really pushing themselves. I mean, that sounds hard to me, to become a blogger. But once you're there, you're just like, well, today I wrote a blog, the end. If you like this list and want more about other nonsense, follow me. Leave me a comment with the best job for a lazy person. No, a TikToker is not on this list, okay? As one, I'll tell you, you can't be lazy, all right? You gotta hustle, honey. Every minute here, this video is being cranked out. Also follow my wife, Samantha, who I've tagged. Find me on Cameo.
Shameless plug.
So I can make a personalized video for you or a loved one. Anniversary, birthday, Valentine's Day. See, you gotta hustle. Finally, at number 1, and this actually sounds like it requires some effort, is a proofreader.
I think some of the jobs that he mentioned are pretty good. Let me just go back and rewind to see some of the ones that he did mention. Virtual assistant. Now, virtual assistant is a pretty good job because you're helping somebody with small, like minimal tasks. This can be like, writing emails or scheduling appointments or replying back to emails. A lot of these jobs are just like you're already helping like a CEO, or you're helping like a certain business with like just connecting or sending stuff like that. So those jobs can be really, really simple, and you're probably not going to work that many hours. Now, for a blogger, you have to be a really, really good writer. If you're not a good writer, probably shouldn't do blogging. Probably not going to make a ton of money. But those are some pretty decent jobs that he mentioned. So that's not bad. I'll recommend that. That's a pretty decent list.
I have a very niche side hustle that makes me an extra $3,000 a month that literally anybody with like 2 brain cells can do. And that is ghostwriting for CEOs on LinkedIn. I make about $500 per LinkedIn post that I write. It's a pretty good gig, pretty easy. You don't have to have a ton of copywriting experience. because the content on LinkedIn is not that good. So like the bar is very low. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do this. Step one, you need to optimize your own LinkedIn profile and start posting on LinkedIn. Start seeing what works, what doesn't work, testing it out for yourself. Step two, you're going to add a bunch of CEOs on LinkedIn, or they're going to start seeing your LinkedIn post. They're going to be impressed by what you're doing. They're going to reach out, or you can reach out to them. I would recommend putting some sort of call to action in your bio of like a LinkedIn profile audit or LinkedIn post audit. Then once you get a client, I would recommend charging between like $500 and $3,000 a month for 1 to 2 posts per week. Then every quarter, you're going to do a 1-hour interview with your client, transcribe that interview, and use that interview as the basis for the post that you're writing. So technically, you're not even writing the post, you're more formatting the post. I've been doing this as a side hustle for a couple of years now, and it's really fun. And the demand for this is so high right now. Like everybody is starting to recognize the importance of personal brand, especially for executives on LinkedIn. So if you have marketing or copywriting experience and this is something you're interested in, I definitely recommend looking into it.
Yeah, I would definitely think this is good. I feel like this is one of those things that you have to put a little bit of work in, like at the beginning, because she said you pretty much have to optimize your LinkedIn profile. And then once you optimize your LinkedIn profile, you have to reach out to those CEOs or those companies that you're going to be ghostwriting for. And so this can definitely work. The only thing is you have to have some knowledge of like ghostwriting, or like you have to have some knowledge of being able to like optimize the type of writing that you do on LinkedIn or social media. So you have to probably have a background or just learn a little bit about LinkedIn and how you can do branding. Like she mentioned in the video, bro, branding is the future. Like CEOs and like everybody is building their own brand. So this is a market that you can definitely utilize, because not many people have the time to build out their own brands. So they hire other people to build out their brands so they're visible on social media so they can learn about, you know, their companies or their agencies. So branding is really, really big. If you can find a way to help CEOs or companies brand themselves, and you can do it, and you can charge them certain prices because they have those budgeted out for you. Some companies have like advertising, marketing, and like branding budgeted out. So they already have that money available. You just have to sell them your services pretty much. And then you pretty much have a job where you're charging X amount of money and you're making tons, because they have tons of money budgeted out for that. She mentioned it's like $500 to $3,000 for posts, so you can make a lot of money. You know, it's possible.
If you like money but you don't want to work, just do this. When I first left college, all I wanted to do was make like $70K a year in like 10 hours a week. I tried a couple of different things. The only thing that really worked for me that I knew I was going to be good at was freelance copywriting. If you have the skill of freelance copywriting, you have the ability to get paid $2,000 a month for about 2 to 3 hours of work a week. The math works out where if you want to make $6,000 a month, which is $72K a year, that's about 6 to 10 hours of work a week. All you're doing is writing emails and maybe little blogs for companies that you like, and they just pay you to do that no matter how long it takes you. You can do it remote, you can do it at a coffee shop, you can do it in the park. And if you're only working 10 hours a week, that can mean you work 2 hours a day, or it can mean you work 2 days a week. It is the ultimate time freedom vehicle if you want to make money with less time. I teach a free class on this. Pull up to that, I'll give you the sauce. But if you're a decent writer, like a B- level writer, you have basic social skills, and you have an Instagram account, that means you can do this.
Okay, I would say the freelancing niche is a pretty good niche to go in if you're somebody that's lazy and wants to work on your own time. Because with the freelancing niche, you are pretty much doing something that you are good at. You don't necessarily have to go into like copywriting, like he mentioned, or anything like that. You can go into anything that you're good at. For example, if you're good at editing YouTube videos, if you're good at making thumbnails, if you're good at creating like arts and crafts, you can literally go on like applications like Fiverr and you can sell your services to people. And Fiverr is a business where people post like things they're good at. So let's say you're good at editing YouTube videos or making thumbnails. You go on there and you show your portfolio to people of like things that you've done in the past in terms of like your skills. And then people will come on there and they'll pretty much purchase your services. And then all you have to do is, you know, complete that task and you get paid. And so with this, you can literally control the time that you work, you know. So most of the time when somebody submits a referral to you, or is asking you to complete something for them, or like, you know, they send you like a video they want edited, like you can get it done within like 3 days or 4 days, depending on your own schedule. So you work on your own time, and then it's just the freedom that you get, the freedom to work on your own time. So freelancing, it takes time to build up. But once you have a portfolio of like things like you've done, like freelancing, or like you have marketing skills, or you can manage social medias, and you have proof that you've made people successful videos or successful thumbnails, like it's very, very possible to make a ton of money and do it on your own time.
Here are some of the laziest jobs that pay really well. Part 1. First is professional binge watcher, where you can make up to $45 per hour just for watching Netflix all day. You can also be a professional ice cream tester, where companies will actually send you ice cream and pay you up to $29 per hour just to eat ice cream all day. Alright, and this one is the most shocking to me, but you can make up to $41 per hour just to write fortunes for fortune cookies. Check out my profile for more.
Where do I find professional binge eater and then Netflix watching for $45 an hour? Like where do I find the application for these type of jobs? I don't know if this stuff is true. You know, professional, I think she said ice cream taster or something like that. So you're just tasting ice cream and then you write fortune cookies. I don't know where she's finding these jobs at, but I need to know. If somebody has a link or somebody's done this job, if you guys have the link, because I'm going to go and apply, because I love watching good Netflix episodes. I'm not going to lie. This is probably the ultimate lazy jobs right here, but I don't know how much this is true. I've heard of jobs where people test out applications, like if a company's coming out with like a new application and they want people to test them out, there are websites that you can go on and become like a video game tester or like an app tester, and the companies will pay you for, you know, using their app or pay you for, you know, testing that video game. So there are websites like that, but I've never heard of like, you know, tasting ice cream or some of the stuff that she mentioned, because those are some ultimate lazy jobs. I don't even know where she's working at, so I can go and apply. She got to drop that link.
Here's the only job that will let you chill and do whatever you want 99% of the time while making 6 figures per year. Yes, there are plenty of high-paying jobs, but none that offer the time and location freedom that copywriting does. Right now, I'm making around $15K per month, and my schedule looks like this. I wake up sometime around 12 and 1, and I immediately do all of my work. My work usually takes me 1.5 to 2 hours, so by 3 p.m., the rest of the day is mine to do whatever I want. I'll probably post a tweet or two and make a TikTok, but aside from that, I can literally do absolutely anything. I usually head to the gym for my daily workout, and then after that, I come home, chill with my girlfriend, and I play video games for pretty much the rest of the day. Yes, I could be grinding and stacking on more clients, but I enjoy this chill lifestyle I have now. No, I can't afford to buy a supercar, but I never have to work a 9 to 5 or wake up to an alarm ever again, and that is enough for me.
Freelancing, man. If you have a certain skill that you are good at and you've mastered and you think you could just do it in your sleep, do it, guys. Like, do it. Do it. Go to Fiverr, go to Upwork, and just promote your skills and show people that you can get the job done, and you can get these jobs where you don't have to work that many hours, because you already know how to do that skill. You already have that skill. You already mastered it. All you have to do is promote it. And then you can just go find people, email people, show them your work, and they'll pay you to do their work. Like it happens. I always reach out to people. I used to reach out to people to edit my YouTube videos, and I used to pay them. They used to charge a lot, and I used to pay them. So I know it's possible to make money just editing videos or, you know, writing stuff and doing like freelance work. So it's very, very possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it for lazy jobs. A lot of people just don't want to work, man. So it's tough, but hopefully some of these ideas will kind of help you guys out. Let me know which one you guys liked. I don't know about the jobs about binge watching Netflix. That one is crazy. I don't know if you're going to be able to find a job where you're just binge watching Netflix episodes, but some of these other ones seemed kind of realistic, and I would definitely agree that they work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.